morning, friends. Many of my followers have asked me, come on, man, tell us what's happening to Mr. Adani. I mean, what's happening to him? He's India's number one man, the second richest man in the world. What's happening to him? But he's in the news because his shares have tanked by 24% in the last two trading sessions. So that's something serious for the number one man of India. Now, what's actually happened is that there's something called the Hindenburg organization, and they carry out a survey all over India, and they've carried out a survey about the ethical practices or not of Mr. Adani and his group of companies. They generated a report which runs into 32,000 words, and they have asked 88 questions to Mr. Adani. And those questions are fundamental questions on the conduct of the business operations of Mr. Adani. Now, the reaction from Adani was predictable, it was violent. They said, we will take action against you and we'll sue you in court. And they gave some replies to those 88 questions which were not really relevant at all points. But what happens next? And what did the Hindenburg organization say? They said, yes, sir, we are very happy. Please sue us, because when you come to the courts in America, you have to make a lot of disclosures, which you have to do as per American law before your defamation case can be sustained. Please come, we'll answer you. So Adani is thinking about whether to go or not to go. But what's the problem? The problem is the Adani had launched a public issue. The idea was to bring down the debt. Now, Adani's companies, I don't have the figures, have taken thousands of crores as debt, and they wanted to sell off some of their holdings in the companies to the general public, collect money, and cut down their liability. Now, I have also gone through the statement of Mr. Subramanian Swamy, and he's clearly said that this is just a lid on the box, and Adani will have a lot to answer, and he's heading for insolvency. Now, it would be a very dangerous thing if he heads for insolvency, and not be a good sign for India, because we have produced so many of these insolvent businessmen, from the owner of Videocon, Mr. Dhoot, then we have Kingfisher, Vijay Mallya, then we have Nirav Modi, the diamond merchant, and there's another man who's floating around with a big smile on his face, Subrata Roy. I mean, he spent 2 years in jail. So all these men are definitely not an asset to India. And there is a question which I have, that just about, say, about 12 or 13 years back, I myself had never heard of Adani. And suddenly I found that here's a man who's risen up like a meteor, and he's now the second or third richest man in the world. But after the last two trade recessions, his wealth has gone down by 23%, because most of Adani's companies are privately held. And that is the catch. They are not public held like the Tata Group, where the Tata Group is totally transparent, nationalistic. I don't say anything about Adani, but he has to give the answers. We'll have to see what happens, gentlemen. I do hope that it doesn't happen something like what happened to Kingfisher, and finally Adani bursts like a big balloon. I wish him luck, and I hope he has the answers and he can tide over this problem, because it's for the health of the Indian nation. If Adani goes down, it will affect the Indian government and certainly affect the BJP under whose edges he has risen up. I close now, gentlemen. Wish you all the best. Jai Hind. God bless. Do subscribe to my channel. Share it with your friends. I'm looking forward to it. God bless. Bye-bye.